morning, everybody. Welcome to Promise Resource Network. Today we're having Recovery 101. Let me get it right. Recovery 101. And my name is Sharon Beluski. So glad you all are out there today. I want to ask you, first and foremost, I'm going to put a link on the screen in just a few minutes. And if you would, we want you to take a survey for us. It's a survey about how we're doing class, about how we're doing things, because we want to know so we can make things better. We're always striving to do something, to do things differently, if we can, to do things better. And also, if you would, share this class. When you get to your Facebook, you're watching it, you're done, share it. We want to get as much of this information out into the world, right? We're changing people. We're changing the world one person at a time. You got to share it to do that. All right. One more thing. The warm line. All right. The warm line is a 24/7, 365 phone call to a peer support specialist, somebody that understands, somebody that's been incarcerated or hospitalized or gone through treatment, experienced homelessness. We've been around the ringer. So when you call, you're going to talk to somebody that's been somewhere. You know, we may not have the exact experience you're having, but we do know pain. We do know anger, loneliness, sadness. Those things we all have in common when you've been through festivities. So our warm line is 24/7, like I said. If you need resources, give us a call. If you just want to talk, just want to be heard, give us a call. The number is 833-390-7728. 833-390-7728. That's all of our announcements for today. All right, we ready? I'm excited about today's class because I do it and I love it and I think it makes a difference. Humor. We talked about this Friday in our other class, but I wanted to do it again because it is so important. Humor changes, shifts, uplifts me when I'm trying to make it through the day. We've got Rebecca on here. We've got Allison. And it's good to see all the wisdom in here. I appreciate you all so much. So humor. Norman Cousin, the editor and researcher, found laughter to be a cure for serious disease he had contracted. He was diagnosed in 1964 with acute inflammation of the spine. Wow, that sounds bad. He was given only a few months to live. Cousins was sure that negative thoughts caused illness, so he reasoned that positive thoughts could have the opposite effect. He left the hospital and checked into a hotel where he watched humorous movies and shows. He found that 10 minutes of hearty laughter resulted in at least 2 hours of pain-free sleep. Wow, 10 minutes of belly laughter gave him 2 hours of pain-free sleep. He continued this treatment until he recovered. Until he was healed of that spine inflammation. I love that because I believe in the power of our words. I believe in the power of laughter. That laughter that fills us, right? Stanford medicine studies have reported that the average kindergarten student laughs 300 times a day. Isn't that wonderful? The average adult, only 17 laughs a day.
Oh.
Isn't that sad? Just 17 laughs. Now, I tell you what, if you're around here at Promise Resource Network, you're laughing all the time because we're just cutting up. Well, some of us are laughing all the time. All right, what do y'all think about laughter? Anybody? Yes, please. Anybody experience the benefits of laughter? What can you tell me about? Yes, Jeremy.
Well,
nice and loud.
usually how I
bring laughter from myself is telling a joke to my mom, but since she's far away, I usually tell her, you know what, I forgot it's not April Fool's Day yet, so I'll say, well, I don't tell her that I'm going to save a joke with her for April Fool's, but she does send me messages when I say, oh, something happened to me today, and I'll get a text like, what? And so.
And you're laughing.
Yeah.
There you go.
All I tell
and it
her,
makes you feel better?
It makes me feel better, but it probably doesn't make her feel better because she sure knows if I told her something about being back in the hospital, that would freak her out again.
You know what? We have an odd kind of humor, don't we?
Yeah.
Those of us that have been through some shit, the stuff we laugh about is, I mean, wow.
Yes, but maybe it should be saved for April Fool's.
April Fool's is coming.
Yes.
April Fool's is coming. Let's see.
I got something.
Yes, sir.
I know when I do laugh, it's a feeling of relief. I do feel better. There's something that I've been kind of laughing at, but not everyone can appreciate. I get a lot of text messages on my phone and all the graphically sexual content.
Yeah.
And I get irritated, but then I also it's like what? And when I was visiting my friends Kate and Tom Saturday night, we had dinner, and I pulled up the phone and started talking about some of those messages, and Kate was offended.
Yeah.
It didn't occur to me that a woman would be offended. So I apologized to her, and from now on, I'll be
discreet.
I'll be discreet. Again, there was some humor there. They were so gross.
I know. There is that.
There is.
Yeah. I'm with you, Alan. I love to poke fun of that. Somebody. Bless your heart, darling. If that's all you got. So.
Before I got into recovery, I found nothing to laugh about. I thought everything was serious. I thought everything was miserable. After getting in recovery, I'm able to laugh at myself. And there's a lot to laugh at. Sometimes I get, because I lose so many things, sometimes I don't find the humor that my friends do. And so anyway, I think laughter, I hope I laugh more than 17 times a day. I think Facebook can make you laugh. Yes. I think my kittens make me laugh.
Yeah, there are times when I'm looking for my phone. Damn it, where did I put my phone?
Oh, yeah.
And
it's in your hand.
It's in my hand. So I laugh at myself.
Right. We do. We have to. I'll be talking to Sandy on the phone, and she's like, what are you doing? I'm looking for the phone. And that makes me laugh. And that makes her go, what's wrong with you? So, no, she laughs with me. All right. Humor can literally lighten our mood. Right? It can take us from a dark place to a more... When I get in that space where I'm starting to slip, where I'm having a bad day, where I'm not quite feeling great, my mood isn't good, I'll call my friend Joy, and she'll say stuff, and it'll just crack me. It's just stupid, funny, ignorant stuff, and it soothes my soul, and it lifts my mood. Says the benefits from emotional and physical health by boosting blood flow to the brain and increasing dopamine and endorphins. The good juices. Is that the right one? Brain chemicals involved in depression and other mood disorders. Absolutely. It can lift us. And I love that. Good morning. Gina, we're on live, so come on in and settle in and quiet down. We'll get her done. Deidre's in the house. Deidre says, my grandma always says, when you can laugh at yourself, you're a grown up.
Wow.
Mom, when you're laughing at yourself, you're a grown up. Alright. So life is our mood, right? I want to be able to do things to shift. I want to be able to, when I'm in that space of negativity or when I'm in that space of even pain, I want to be able to shift. I want to be able to change that to something better, something that feeds my soul. Right?
Alan, were you-
Yes, sir.
Where can I, during the course of the day, find humor? If I'm by myself, where would I look? Now, I did get a movie, a DVD. I got one from Salvation Army used, and I was and people were just cracking up throughout it. I didn't. Yeah, they just nonstop.
Yeah.
And I didn't join them. I don't know, but if there is some source during the day where I could find some. See, my humor, when it pops up, it's spontaneous.
Yeah.
It's just based on what I've just said, what I've just done. That seems to be the source of my humor.
Those environmental things that happen to us and we make fun of. Here, Alan, I want you to read this nice and loud. This is where you can find humor. I laugh. Okay.
I went to buy some camo pants, but I couldn't find any.
But you laugh. There you go. We can find humor. We can find humor in movies, in comedians on the television. We could sitcoms. All those things just lift my spirit. One thing in grounding, it asked me to name my 3 favorite television shows that are funny. And when I do that, I start thinking about them. And it brings that spirit to me. Right? That's what I need.
I'm kind of already.
Yep. There you go. Thank you. Humor relieves stress. Okay? Laughter increases brain chemicals that counter the production of the stress. Now, if you are a person that has experienced a lot of stress in your life, cortisol right here, that's where you get that, that's where I got that big belly, that Buddha belly at. And that can affect us. It those chemicals that cause us stress. When I get into stress, my brain changes, right? When I want to relieve that stress, remember the chemical shift. We kick up the happy juices, right? We kick up the endorphins and the dopamine, and I feel better. I feel better when I'm laughing.
Right.
Anybody been stressed out and able to use that? What you got, Gina?
They'll be trying to steal my joy on a daily basis, man. But I just don't get into it. I can't get into it. And then when I do get into it, I started running my mouth like this, that, who, what, when, where it was, and when it happened, and when it's going to happen, and when it's not going to happen. I've been all over the fucking place.
Yeah. And that's the daily thing. So it's that stress.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay.
Okay. That stress that gets us wound up.
Right.
And a lot of times I can take that and roll with it.
Right.
But if I can do something, action, to relieve stress, watch something, talk to something, make fun of something, make fun of something that doesn't hurt anybody else. We don't want to do that. Humor can develop better coping skills. Revisiting the negative experience, seeing the humor side, then humanizing it in a funny way for others to help you cope with depression. When something doesn't go according to plan, instead of slipping into the depressive state, think about how to turn that situation into a joke.
Mhm.
Now, that doesn't happen instantly for me, right? It takes a little time for me to get to the funny part because I'm still in the shit, right? But when I can look at that, when I can twist it around a little bit, when I can use it to strengthen me, right? Nothing has to be wasted. And when I can use that difficulty to find humor, it helps. Yes, Al?
I have an example, I've shared it with you, but I'll share it with everyone. My spontaneous humor.
Yeah.
I was making a phone call to the health provider to get a more, I had an appointment to see a urologist who was like 2 months off. And I decided, no, I don't want to wait 2 months. I'm, got some discomfort. So I called them and I was demanding, I said, I need an appointment to see a urologist, ASAP.
ASAP.
And
Urologist and P, absolutely.
I didn't plan that.
Yeah.
It just popped up. It just,
That's it.
I guess that's just a sample of my humor.
Yes. I'm with you because I think that's hilarious.
Yeah, I do too. Sharon, if I may, sometimes you use your humor on us when we tell you something that could be serious or
Yeah.
could be laughed at. You will make a joke about it. All of a sudden, I'm laughing about it because it's just not that serious, right?
Yeah. I don't want to take life so seriously.
Right.
I have in the past. I've been overwhelmed with the negativity of my life. But when I can make fun of it,
Mm-hmm.
when I can poke at that pain, and you're right. When I'm feeling things that I'm uncomfortable with, I can shift. I can use that humor, right? I can share it with other people, right? Sometimes we need, when we're getting too serious and it's not a safe place or the time to talk about that, I'll cut a joke, I'll say something, and we shift, right? We shifted to another conversation.
Right.
When someone tells a humorous version of one of the worst possible times in their life, and that story or joke is met with laughter and rage, they feel differently about themselves. They think, maybe I'm not such a bad person. Comedy creates a unique comic shift for people with depression because the things they're ashamed of, such as hospitalization, can become new material. Now I tell you, I have wanted to do something. I have wanted to do something for decades. I have wanted to do stand-up. And because I think I'm hilarious. So I wanted to do stand-up. And I had the opportunity and I took it. One of the things, it talked about hospitalization. I have been hospitalized. And it was a very difficult time. But I remember one day we were lining up for medication, just medication time, right? We all know that one flew over the cuckoo's nest, you know that, right? So I was in the line, I was in the front to get the medication, and I yelled back, "Hey y'all, save your meds, we're playing poker tonight." Sometimes humor can get us in trouble. Because when I think it's funny, sometimes the nurses don't. Oh yeah, that was a tough one. I got in trouble for that. But humor can take that ugly thing and turn it into a funny thing. It's not beautiful, but it is manageable. When I think about hospitalization today, I think about that joke. Hey, save your meds, we're all playing poker tonight. And it makes me laugh, and I understand that experience wasn't as terrible as I initially thought it was. So using something to change that experience, that helped making fun of that tried to kill me. I love that. Being able to take the chance and look at something in a different way. Right? We talk a lot about shifting in my classes. When we're not in a safe place to look at our emotions, sometimes I gotta get out of that. If I'm at Walmart and I suddenly feel so sad or so angry, I can see if I can shift into a positive, humorous frame of mind. I'm not safe there. I want to shift. Humor can help us shift. Allison said, I notice I enjoy good jokes repeatedly when I remember it later. Sometimes I get a joke. What does the greatest dentist get? The greatest dentist in the world. A little plaque. A little plaque. Yeah. It's bad, but I like it. These things they won't normally want to talk about become a source of strength. I tell people you can't change the past, but you can get a laugh out of it. You can get the last laugh, right? I want to overcome these things. And when I'm to that point that I can laugh at it, laugh at that pain in the past, find something in it. Find something in it that can help me get on the other side, right? I spent 20 years in the field in special ed, and usually somebody asks me, I name off this place and this place and this place and this place. All these places I've worked, it was over a 20-year period, so I worked significant time in each. But when I list all these things, I'm like, damn, I couldn't keep a job. That's not true, but we make fun of things. We make fun of our journey. And I like what he says, we can't change the past. Not even God can change the past.
Wow.
But we can shift it. We can shift it. All right, my friends out there in chat land, let's get it. Let's get it. If you know a poem, if you know a joke, or can tell us about how it makes you feel.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
The wife and the guy was having an argument,
Okay.
and he stood up and he said, "What you gonna do about it?" She said, "I'm gonna kick your," and he
It's out.
turned like this and grabbed his.
Oh,
You
Lord.
would kick him in the bit.
Oh, there you go.
And he said, "Now, you see that you catch it? You get it? You get it?"
Yeah, I get it.
Okay.
So that's
Okay.
okay, I got you.
Yeah.
Get it down and dirty. That's right.
Yeah.
If I'm in that situation, because I've been in situations before
Yeah.
where it was getting tense, and I've gone, you know what? You want to meet me outside? You want to
Yeah.
meet me outside? Come on, let's go. Let's go outside. Meet you outside. And I go out the front door.
I'm done.
That's right. Oh, so this humor can shift us, but it can shift other people too. It can take us to a place that's joyful. That's part of what I want, joy. And humor gets me there. Humor gets me there. Yes, ma'am.
A good example is that they have meetings that something might be in common, like AA meetings, but they're full of laughter, laughing at themselves and laughing at the situation. And then everybody is so lifted by the whole thing. Because you can go in there and be very morose.
Yeah.
But no,
That's it.
there's plenty of laughter in those rooms.
Absolutely.
Recovery is not. We're not a glum lot.
That's what
right.
it says. We are not a glum lot. And you're right. When I go to a meeting, I like to just sit there and listen for a second. And you hear that laughter, and you hear that serious conversation about solution, and you hear people walking through, and it's the most beautiful thing because a lot of them are poking fun at it. 12-step clubs 12-step groups.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about serious stuff,
Mm-hmm.
but we're talking about it from a place of laughter. And that makes it all different. It can change everything. And the laughter in the rooms is beautiful. It really is beautiful. Allison says the last laugh over past emotional pain. Wow, that sticks with me. Get the last laugh. Get the last laugh. This shit ain't gonna win.
Right.
Get the last laugh in this situation.
I'm looking forward.
That's right. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Humor can boost self-esteem. I like that. Someone named Grenier started Stand Up for Mental Health to help people with depression. Carve out a chance to succeed at something most people without mental health issues would never dream of trying. Says tackling the fear of bearing your soul but also appearing funny in the process can give people with depression a performance edge. Stepping on stage during a class, then taking it one step further and going to perform in a nightclub or around the dinner table is empowering and therapeutic. Getting a laugh is simply icing on the cake.
Yes.
I love that. I love that. And like I said, I'm stepping out. I'm doing a little comedy on the stage. You know, I work funny a lot where I am about me, about situations that I've been through, about the difficulties of life. I want to take that shit and I want to take that and get paid for it. I ain't lying. I get paid now. It's all free. But it's I would love to have that opportunity to share all that pain, all that shit that tried to kill me, to share it, break it down, and make it fun. Jeremy, you had something?
Yeah.
Yes. What? I thought Alan read here.
How do I find, recognize humor just during the course of a day? Is there anything I can do, or it just has to be spontaneous?
I think there are jokes like you read, and we can tell jokes to each other, and that can help us shift our mood, right?
I tell jokes to my roommate.
Yes.
He doesn't always get it immediately, but when he does, he laughs.
Yeah.
I guess my sense of humor is not quite clear, but
How does it feel when you make you laugh? When you make him laugh?
I like it. It feels good. It's positive. You know.
I find what I look for out. I find what I look for. What I'm looking for, I will find, right? Because I'm looking for it. When I'm looking for a positive frame of mind, it's easier to see humor when I'm there. If I'm not in that space, I can use humor to lift it up, but I gotta find it. Where do I find humor? Funny people. Find your funny people. Bring them into your village, right?
Yeah.
You gotta have funny people in your world. It is necessary. It is necessary, I believe. Let's see, what else we got? I love what humor can do. I really do. I tell you what, we're going to do this now.
Can I read one?
Can you pass these out, Jeremy?
Yeah.
Pick one. If you want to read, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine too. Going to pick out one and read it if you want.
I'm gonna pick out my glasses.
Oh, okay. You skip, Gina.
No, get there now.
Okay. These are terrible.
I feel with
You pick one.
Yeah, I did.
so many times at school I can
I
even
did one.
count.
Yeah.
Okay. Good deal. Here.
I know that's right.
You want to start, Gina? What's your
Yeah,
say?
I found I failed many times at school. I couldn't even count.
Because you're in school.
Yeah. It said, I failed with so many times, I failed so many times in school, I can't even count.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Who else wants to go? That's funny. Jeremy, what you got?
Well,
They're bad.
I guess it would be nice, but it says I want to die peacefully in my sleep like my grandfather, not screaming and yelling like the passengers in his car. Kind of reminds me of Alan a little bit.
Not like the passengers in the car. Like Alan being on Independence Boulevard, people cutting in front of him. Absolutely. Thank you. Absolutely. Robin, what do you got?
I used to have a handle on life, but then it broke.
That's like all the time when they tell us, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Son, I ain't got boots.
That's funny.
Okay.
We gotta give him back?
Oh, no, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
What you got, Al?
All right, today, a man knocked on my door and asked for a small donation towards the local swimming pool. I gave him a glass of water.
He wanted money and he gave him water. You're laughing. I see you. I see you. You'll do what? Jeffrey?
My wife just found out her place, our bed with trampolines hit the ceiling.
Did say the last part of
My wife just found out I replaced our bed with trampolines to hit the ceiling.
What?
What? I just found out you changed the bed and what?
Listen, hold on.
Hit the ceiling.
My wife just found out I replaced my bed with a trampoline.
For example,
She hit the ceiling. Today a man knocked. Oh, that's the one Alan just wrote. Why did I get two of them like that? Oh my goodness! I got to get a new one. I know they say that money talks, but all mine says goodbye. These are like third grade jokes. Yes, sir.
It means that when you run out, you don't have any more. You not have any more money.
Yep, that's exactly what it means. Allison said, I tried to contain myself, but I escaped. I know. It's so silly. These jokes, like I said, get on the internet. You could put any kind of humor, jokes, funny jokes, dad jokes, dirty jokes, anything you want, and you can find it on there. Facebook is another good place. There's a lot of funny stuff on Facebook. I go for the funny and the inspirational, and I skip the.
Me too.
Hey. Okay, come on up here and get a sheet. You read.
How about that joke about the refrigerators running?
Oh yeah.
What is that joke?
Okay, you call somebody and say, "Is your refrigerator running?" And then you say, "You better go catch it."
Oh yeah. Nobody thinks that's funny.
I know. It's an old one, but a good one. Older. Izzy, what you got?
So I got, before you criticize someone, walk a mile in their shoes. That way, when you do criticize them, you're a mile away and you have their shoes.
That was cute.
That's it. How do y'all feel?
Good.
Did you get one, David? You want to read?
I did, but there's one that.
Oh, let's see. Let me find another one for you. I think I did double ones.
Yeah,
Oh, dear.
that's okay.
Oh, here's one.
Oh, okay.
Here you go. That's a good one.
Always borrow money from a pessimist. They'll never expect it back.
The best way to expect money back. Absolutely. I want it. That's what I'm going to do.
Me
I mean,
too.
that's good
Me too.
advice. I think. All right. Oh, you feel good?
Yes.
This was a good class. I feel lifted. I feel inspired to look for humor in my life. What I look look for, I find. When I look around at those people that just are, just make you laugh. They just walk in the room and you're like, shit, here we go. And then here we go. Here we go. Laughter is critical. Laughter is good medicine. It reduces stress. It helps our heart. All the things that stress can do, laughter can relieve. Jeremy, what you got there, bro? Shut it down.
You said Lifted, but there's a movie called Lifted. Have you watched it before?
No,
I forgot how it goes, but it's a nice movie to watch.
I like the movie Up. I thought that was good.
Yeah.
And you know what else? A beautiful movie?
Up.
Beautiful Mind.
A Beautiful Mind. Yeah. What's a funny movie that you can suggest?
The Benjamins.
The what?
The Benjamins.
The Benjamins. Okay. I like Friday.
Yeah, Friday is good.
Friday's good.
Yeah.
I like anything by Mel
What's in the
Brooks
Hood?
or the Monty Python.
Mm.
Right.
Or the Wayans brothers.
The Wayans brothers. Absolutely.
The brothers.
That's right.
Brothers.
These
Gave me a
people. There you go. These people can help me shift, and that's what I want. I want to be able to do something different. I want to be able to laugh. Oh, Allison says Blazing Saddles. I love that. I love the fart scene in that. Where they all turn around, they ate beans, they all turn around towards the fire.
Yeah.
That's that kind of humor I've got.
Or Step Brothers. Have you seen Step Brothers?
Yeah, Step Brothers is good too. Oh, I love it. Go find a funny movie. Go hook up with a funny friend. I promise that you'll feel better. Because I do every time I laugh. It kicks up the endorphins. It kicks up the dopamine. So let those brain chemistry, let's take power over it, right? I want to show you my shirt because it's so true. In this family, no one fights alone. In this family, no one fights alone. And one way we can fight is through humor. I want to thank my crew. I want to thank you all outside on the chat. Everybody has just been so kind today and funny as hell. Go out there and laugh. Go out there and laugh. Find the place that you have. Hold on, I'm looking. Here we go. That you can have fun. Because humor is fun. Okay, we've got put down here our website to take our survey. If you would go to our Promise Resource Network website, it's www.promiseresourcenetwork.org. Get on there, you'll find something that says take a survey. So take a survey. Let us know how we're doing. Because the more we know, the more we can have better change in the world. Right? We're trying to take over the world. Need your help. Share this. Tell your friends to watch before, after, whenever they want to. Got a lot of good classes at Promise Resource Network. Check them out under the video on Facebook. All right. Anybody got a last joke?
See you later.
We good?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay, everybody. We'll be back here. Same back place, same back time next week for Recovery 101. Have a new topic, but not as good as humor. I'm having a good time with this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, keep peace, share love, and go out there and change the world.